Good evening. Welcome to Mystic AF. My name is Keelan Siobhan Clark, and we're getting serious now, guys. Got the freaking sign. I'm so excited. And what I want to talk about tonight is getting off track. Because guess what? Honestly, I got off track. In 2018, as the story goes, I had a cosmic download. It's not only become the living embodiment of Lady Liberty, but to create a show. I thought it was a children's show. I was trying to control what kind of show it was. Hey, Susan. And once I got this download and I was obedient to it, I will say, within the matter of days into weeks, I quit smoking. I quit drinking. I retired from my corporate job and was on it. I was just on it. I was a woman, a mad woman on a mission. Like, ask my family, ask husband-elect Darren. I was on it. And then 6 months later, I was working on it. My mom passed away. I was working on it, trying to figure it out. And I figured out a way to build an audience. And I spent my last $1,000 on this program. Trusting. And $50,000 came to me. I manifested $50,000. I was like, okay, I'm on the right track. But here's where I got sidetracked, is that doing interview series, which I love, as if you saw me yesterday, freaking love interviewing people and exploring. And I love leadership and self-development, but it's almost like I got off track for a couple of years. Now I've dabbled in the show, but I was not committed to it up until now. And I'm sharing all of this with you because when there's a calling on our heart and when you get a mystical message and you lean into it, the harder, the faster you lean, the more quantum you will go. And you're going to get sidetracked. You're going to forget. And this is why it's so important to make space and time to remember who you are, to journal out what you want. Like, for years, I'm like, I want a show. And I even had a client, he was like, don't you have a show? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not good enough. And then I get frustrated and then come back to it. And we all do that. That's why we're building. We're constantly building. We're creating. And that creation, I really do believe, is from mystical signs. Whatever those mystic signs are. It could be your relationship with Jesus, with Buddha, Elvis. But when we begin to trust those signs and to go all in, yes, miracles occur in the quantum. So here's what I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going all in on this show because it's been on my heart for years and years. And I get to not control it. I get to let it transform and become whatever it needs to be. But I do know that I'm on this planet to make a huge impact. It's taken me a long time to be able to admit that. And it doesn't serve myself or you or other people that I should be impacting when I get off track. So help me hold the accountability. I'm asking for support. Come on the show and talk. Keep showing up and watching. Watch the replays. Give comments. Make a discussion. Because here we are. It is time. And I had a miracle this week. I did a miracle challenge. A lot of you guys know about this challenge. And I stated a monetary miracle. And I played around with the money. And my heart's never really in the money. And that sucks because, I know so many things I could do with a lot of money. But at the same time, when I stated this miracle, a different miracle was solved. I figured out how to make this show something that fairly monetizable, but also something that can really reach huge audiences. And I have been trying to figure this out for 3 friggin' years. And this week, with the help of a team, I figured it out. And oh my gosh, how incredible. How incredible is that? So again, I just want to, because the biggest feedback I get is that people love my energy and people say I'm inspiring. And I thank you for that. And you get to be inspiring too. You don't have to do it at the level that I'm destined for, that I have my vision for, of like millions of viewers. But you just walking down the street, just showing up here, I can feel your energy. You also have that ability. So allow yourself to remember who you are, to let in those mystical vibes so that you can start living on your purpose too. And yes, you will probably forget once in a while. You might even take a wrong turn. I was watching Big Fish the other night. God, I love this movie. It's Darren and I, one of our favorites. And he, Edward, the main character, he goes to this town. The first time he goes too early, he gets lost. And then the second time he goes too late. And it's like he got off track for a little bit, and then he remembered who he was, and he went back to the love of his life. It's a love story. And our callings on our hearts and on our minds, that's a love story too. And this freaking show is my love story. It is my gift. And thank you, Susan. I feel your support. Appreciate that. And it's time. It's time just to keep moving. Yeah, go watch Big Fish. It's so good. It's just such a... I think we can all learn a little something about it. So with that said, I have big plans for this show. There's a lot coming up, and I appreciate your support. I feel you guys, and thank you. And we all have mystical powers. And I think the sooner we can bring it to the mainstream and really, really, really allow for the play space, the sooner we can discover that we're all capable and have evidence of world peace. We get to liberate and empower ourselves and others so that there is a peaceful world for our children, grandchildren. So that's my plan, gang. And on that note, I hope you guys like the sign. It was a gift from me, from Darren, because you saw my artwork earlier in the month. I just took it down finally. And what a gift it is. So thank you, Susan. She said it is clear that this is my calling, and it is an honor. And I get to keep showing up for you. So thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Well, I'm going to have some really awesome guests coming on next week. I love it when you guys are in. And yeah, we get to take this year. I've got big plans for this little show because we all get to be Mystic AF as fuck. And in the meantime, play with the energy, give it away, and love each other. Thank you for being here. Good night. Mwah. Bye for now.